Donald Trump Jr. has man boobs. One person guessed that Jr. was trying to get Dad's attention. Huh. He needs the bro, right? From Seinfeld?
So how you feeling?
A little tired.
Uh-huh. Does your back hurt?
How did you know?
Well, it's obvious. You know, you're carrying a lot of extra baggage up there.
Up here?
Oh, yeah, top floor. Listen, Frank, have you ever considered wearing something for support? Now, look at this. Mind you, this is just a prototype.
You want me to wear a bra?
No. A bra is for ladies. Meet the bro.
I love this new term, sloppers. What is a slopper? Well, it's people who ask AI before they do anything or make any decision. Since AI often serves up the slop, there you go. Gone viral, the latest TikTok craze. A woman has taught her dogs to play Uno. They seem to at least somewhat get the idea, which is pretty amazing. Meanwhile, people are melting down over a woman whose niece was left behind by accident as the family headed out for a trip. That everyone is blaming her because she was the last one on the plane and should have noticed that she wasn't there.
I made my family disappear.
I should point out that the young woman is 18. There's a non-zero chance that she engineered being left behind, you know? Maybe. Today in Stress Eating, a survey revealed the most hated food in America. Number 1, anchovies. I had to think about this. I don't think I've ever actually had one. I mean, usually people get them on pizza. I don't really want fish on my pizza, so I guess I just never did. Number 2 is liver. When I was about 7, once a week, my mom would make liver and onions for my dad. He loved them. And I wanted to be a big man, so I asked Mom to make me liver and onions too. And for months, once a week, I choked down that mess. And I'm sure my parents are like, how long is this going to go on? He clearly doesn't like it. And finally, I gave in and admitted that I did not like liver and onions at all. And Mom said, all right, well, for you kids, as always on liver and onions night, it's hot dog night. So there you go, son. Here's a hot dog. Man, you know, there was a period, I don't even know why. Around that age, I told my mom that I didn't like pizza, which is insane, especially when you consider that I didn't try it. There was some sort of visual thing about pizza that I didn't like. And I said, I don't want pizza. What the hell was wrong with me? Such a weird kid. I gotta be honest. I was such a weird kid. Just to be clear, I love pizza. What's not to like? Nutritionists pushing back at the newest diet craze, the watermelon diet. Yes, watermelon is very hydrating, part of a balanced diet, but if you eat only watermelon for 3 to 7 days, they say that's enough to show muscle loss. Turns out you have to eat other stuff too. If you pounded a Celsius energy drink recently and didn't feel energetic, that could be because the can was filled with High Noon vodka seltzer. They've recalled a lot of Celsius cans because that's what's in there. Now you're going out searching. It's like the Willy Wonka golden ticket, right? How does that even happen? I don't know. Danville, Virginia, what the hell? A city councilman was doused with gasoline and set on fire. He's being treated for serious burns. Police believe the attacker was known to the victim and that the violence stemmed from some sort of personal issue between them. Here's the attacker's name. Shotzi Michael Buck Hayes. I'm like a broken record here with this stuff, but if you name your kid Shotzi Michael Buck Hayes, they're going to turn out to be someone who lights people on fire. It's just the way it is. Shotzi. Good Lord. Speaking of names, running for mayor in Framingham, Massachusetts, and no fault of his own, Jeffrey Epstein, though he does spell it with a G. This reminds me of, remember Jerry Sandusky, the Penn State coach who got caught for messing with kids? Well, the Baltimore Ravens play-by-play guy on the radio is also Jerry Sandusky, and I remember listening to a Ravens game on like satellite radio or something, and he was really cranky about it. He brought it up. He's like, I'm not that Jerry Sandusky. I was like, of course we know you're not that Jerry Sandusky. Calm down. Running for U.S. Senate in Georgia, State Representative Michael Collins, and he announced his campaign this week with a social media push, which included a video where the word Georgia was misspelled. Georiga. That's, I looked at it and I go, he didn't It looks right to your brain, but it's not. maybe you'll have a better day today. Iceland, a very volcanic land indeed. The government has issued a reminder that you ought not walk on lava because it's really hot. Apparently this needs to be said. I'm guessing it's mostly tourists. The same people that go to Yellowstone and go around the fence so they can stick their hand in the bubbling pool. Yeah, those people, which does actually happen. People walking up to bison. I want to pet it. I want a picture. Yeah, those people, They assume that the laws of nature do not apply to them. And maybe they don't. San Francisco, cops arrested 5 women for a series of random assaults. Correction, 5 girls ages 11 to 14. Or maybe those girls are just having a feral summer. On her podcast, Kylie Kelsey, wife of Jason Kelsey, says her approach this year is the quote-unquote feral summer.
It's called Feral Child Summer. I love the idea of Feral Child Summer. I currently will unleash my children into the backyard. If one of them ends up digging out a rock, have at it. If another one ends up climbing up the playset, having a whole pretend play situation or scenario made up, great. I love watching them play.
Now, what she's describing there is hardly feral, though I do concede their kids are a little young to be running wild in the streets with their shirts off and their bicycles, which we would do. I mean, I'd usually keep my shirt on. I'm a shirt-on guy, but yeah, we'd disappear on our bikes. I'd go down to the convenience store down the hill to buy baseball cards from the 75-year-old woman behind the counter who wore tons of turquoise jewelry and was the mother of one of my high school teachers when I got older, Mrs. Keys. She was a character. Turquoise jewelry and big hair. Aiken, South Carolina. Well, this can't be good. Sounds like a horror movie plot. Radioactive wasps have been detected around a decommissioned nuclear weapons facility. The Department of Energy says there's nothing to worry about. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Good. And in Florida, finally, they have an issue with invasive Burmese pythons. To try to lure the sneaky suckers out of hiding, researchers are reportedly deploying robotic rabbits.
Well, that's no ordinary rabbit. That's the most foul, cruel, and bad-tempered rodent you ever set eyes on.
All right. That's where we'll leave things. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your support.